Hello, friends out in YouTube and social media land. Hi, this is Doris coming back to you again. I want to say good afternoon. I want to share some more things with you. In our last video, we talked about the importance of personal development, and I think I talked about the ways you can get involved into personal development. So today I'm going to share with you one of my books that I use in for my personal development, and it is called The Keys to Everything. This book is by an author whose name is Kay Miller. She did a her book became the bestseller, and once you start reading it, you can't put it down. In her book, she explains that making the seemingly impossible is possible now. Kay uses scriptures um, in this book to explain what she's talking about. She is a Christian and she's a life coach and the author of this particular book. Um, I I think I did this book back and read this book back in early part of 2019. First of all, I want to say that the keys to everything is a system. It's a success system. And because I'm a part of a digital system that's proven and it helps me to make more money than I've ever made before, I thought this would be a good book to share with you because it's a system. It's a success system. Um, it's not just a book, it's an entire success system that's now producing record breaking success. So, success does not mean that you have to have a PhD or a master's degree. Success means what you put in and what you get out of it, and you're satisfied. And that is what success is going to be about in this book and in life. Now, when you get this system, you get this book and you get a guide that's called the Daily Focus Guide. And then you will become a part of her daily coaching calls that she does daily. And besides that, you will have an opportunity to be a life coach yourself. However, I'm not a life coach. I did read this book. I did complete the system. But if you're interested in getting this book or getting the system, just let me know and I will direct you to the person that can enroll you to get this particular system. Kay rather, I'm sorry, Kay. Kay starts her book off with the first chapter saying, "A whole new world of possibilities await you." And she goes on to explain that you can become a part of the possibilities. Your impossibilities can become possibilities. You just have to believe and do the things that she tell you to do in this particular book. You have to follow the a reading protocol for best results. You have to read like 2 chapters a night, and the chapters are very short, and you can finish this book in about 2 weeks. Kay wanted to share this book with you or with whoever becomes interested in reading it because of the fact that she was having a hard time in life. She was having a very hard time. Some point in her life, she was diagnosed with cancer, and her mother was very sick, and her car broke down on her, and it seemed like everything had just about fallen apart, for her until she met someone who came into her life, a little young lady who presented some books to her and told her that everything that was happening to her was because of her fault. And she felt indignant at the time, but then as she read the books, especially the one by Dr. Norman Peale, then she began to feel, or she could see where the young lady was coming from. So as Kay continues to write her book, some of her chapters, all her chapters are interesting. So some of them will tell you, or one chapter is named "Revealing the Real Truth about prosperity." God wants us to be prosperous, and He has made it possible for us to be prosperous. He has surrounded us with things to be prosperous, but we just have to bring it. We have to get in the space and bring the know-how out of ourselves to be prosperous. She goes on to talk about how you can create your most wonderful, powerful visions. And then she tells you why the truth was lost about your possibilities or about being prosperous. Uh, excuse me. And so the story goes on, her book goes on to tell you about her really, really bad days. And then in her dream, her questions were answered as to why all of this was happening to her. And so in her dream, she was given the seven keys, and the seven keys are listed in this book. And you can't get to the seven keys until you read the whole 15 chapters. And then she goes on to explain the seven keys and what you have to do and how you have to follow it with your daily focus guide. This book is very interesting. It's very easy to read. It's almost like a guide, or a guide rather. You when you get stuck on some things, once you finish reading the book and you get stuck on some things in your daily life, you have to go back and read a chapter perhaps that you missed to find out what you did wrong. Okay, it's almost like step by step, but you have to have it within yourself, within your mind. Your mindset has to be changed, and she does it throughout this book. Your mindset has to be changed. Your outlook or your feelings about money has to be changed. All of those things take place within this book. So I encourage you to get this book. Like I said, it's easy reading. Read 2 chapters a night, and you can finish it in about 2 weeks, and then you can begin to follow the directions in this book, and then you'll begin to see some changes in your life. Okay, now I'm seeing some changes in my life, and little by little they're taking place, and sometimes I have to go back to this book to find out, to strengthen myself more, to reinforce my mindset about the things that I need to do to make the impossibilities possible. So that's all I have for you today. And I only talked about this book as a personal development book, but I also started this book, The Good Millionaire by T. Harv Eker. Now, this book is almost like a workbook. There are like 8 steps that you go through, and he does things through repetitively. Uh, he'll make a statement, and then he'll say good or bad, good or bad. No, he'll say good, good, or bad, bad. Then he'll have you to repeat a lot of the statements that he makes, and he calls it accelerated learning. And so this is a technique that's based on the most advanced experiential teaching methods that are available today. And then at the end of this book, I just found out that as a gift, I can take a special 90-minute online training as a complimentary gift on how to make a lot of money by helping a lot of people. And that's his main theme throughout this book. The Good Millionaire. Well, you become a good millionaire by making a lot, by help. You make a lot of money by helping a lot of people. So if you want to make a lot of money, you have to help a lot of people. And he also changes your mindset and your philosophy and your thinking about money, about what good means, about what poor means, about what broke means. Broke doesn't mean that you're out begging. Broke means that you're not doing as good as you. Broke means that you're broke and you're not doing as good as you want to do. To do, okay? That's what broke means in here. So, guys and dolls, when I got this book free through the internet. I forgot what program I was on to, but I was able to get this as a free book. Again, it's the Good Millionaire by T. Harv Eker. T. Harv Eker. And it's many good points in this book. So that's all I have for you today for personal development in my library. I have many more books in my library. Um, as you can see, I'm surrounded by bookcases and papers and books, but here I have the success system called The Keys to Everything, and here is another book called The Good Millionaire: How to Make a Lot of Money by Helping a Lot of People. Okay, I enjoy sharing that with you. I hope this was of some great value to you. I am on YouTube, I think, so I want you to subscribe to my channel and like what you heard today. I would be ever so grateful. Thank you. Have a great day, Doris.